Good morning students, hope you all are well. So in our previous class we have discussed about brain part. So today we will discuss other part of central nervous system, that is our spinal cord. Okay. So in here in this diagram you can see after the brain the nerve is coming, and all this part, this is the spinal cord, means which is the long slender portion. So spinal cord is a cylindrical structure. It is protected by bony spine, which is known as the vertebrae. So it extends from the behind the medulla oblongata, because already you have studied that medulla oblongata is the last portion of our brain. So it started from the medulla oblongata and to the end of the vertebral column, as you can see in this diagram. Okay, so it is covered by three membranous layer, that is the meninges, the body to the brain, and it conducts motor impulses from the brain to the muscles or to our effector organ for our response. So it is also a control center for our reflex action. Next is the peripheral nervous system. So the peripheral nervous system, it contains all the nerves that extend from the central nervous system, because central nervous system is the main part. So from that part, several other nerves are nerves are there that extend from means all the parts of our body. So it includes this part. So it includes two type of nerves: cranial nerves and spinal nerves. So cranial means it is associated with brain. Okay, so these nerves originate from the brain. There are 12 pairs of there are 12 pairs of cranial nerves. So underline this one, there are 12 pair of cranial nerves. Okay, and they transmit both sensory and motor signal. Example of cranial nerves like optic nerve, auditory nerve. These are examples of cranial nerves. Spinal nerves that originate from the spinal cord, which is known as the spinal nerve. They are mixed nerve, and there are 31 pair in number. So what is the number of cranial nerves? 12 pair in number, and spinal nerve 31 pair in number. 31 pairs in number. Okay, so next one is the our autonomic nervous system. So autonomic nervous system, they consist of a pair of chains of nerve fibers. Okay, nerve fiber means bundle of axon or neuron, which is located on either side of the backbone. So these nerves, they work opposite to each other. Okay, and they are responsible for regulating all the internal functions of our body, which functions we cannot control that function in our body, like our heartbeat, blood flow, breathing, all this. Okay, so the actions which are not under control of us, that is known as the involuntary action, means we cannot control our function. These are the involuntary functions. Okay. So autonomic nerves nervous system are two types: sympathetic and parasympathetic. Okay, so sympathetic nervous system, it prepares the body for action towards the violent and intense physical activity that require alertness and energy. This is the sympathetic nervous system. And parasympathetic nervous system means it means to restore and re-establish the body into the normal condition. Like if we see, like autonomic response is that sympathetic nervous system increases the heartbeat, whereas the parasympathetic nervous system is slows down. Suppose if any stress condition come, or if during any excited condition, our heartbeat generally increase. So this increase in heartbeat that occur by the sympathetic nervous system, but we have to slow it down, or we have to control it, or to back to its normal condition. So parasympathetic nervous system slows down the heart rate, or it return the heart rate into its normal condition. So they are working simultaneously, opposite to each other. Okay, the next is reflex action. So reflex action is a sudden involuntary response of our body that brought about by a stimulus. Okay, so it happens without any thinking. Like for example, when you accidentally place your hand on a sharp pin or on a hot plate, so at that time only, immediately we remove our hand. Okay, so this is the reflex action. So in this reflex action, all the neurons are involved, our brain, central nervous system, our all these are involved. So reflex arc means this is the shortest path that taken by a nerve impulse to travel from a receptor to a effector. Okay, receptor, from the receptor, after that through the sensory neuron it will go into the brain and spinal cord, from there it will come into the effector. So this traveling path from receptor to effector is a inner reflex action is called the reflex arc. Okay, now what are the components of reflex arc? As you can see in this diagram, this diagram you no need to practice, but just name of the points and where the arrows are given, that you have to practice. No need to draw this hand and all. Okay, so a receptor is a cell or it is a group of nerve ending mainly which is present in our skin that receives a stimulus from our surrounding or from our environment, and it sends the impulse through the nerves to the spinal cord, means to our central nervous system. Sensory neuron detects a signal from the receptor and it converts into an impulse. Okay, because neuron transmit impulse and transmit it to the spinal cord. Now association neuron, so association neuron is present in the spinal cord. It connects the sensory neuron with a motor neuron. So for that reason it is called a mixed nerve. So it converts the sensory nerve impulse into a motor nerve impulse, and through the motor neuron they carry this impulse from the spinal cord to the effector organ. Now which one is an effector organ? An effector is a part of the body. It may be a gland or it may be a muscle that respond to the stimulus on receiving the impulse, means from the motor neuron. Okay, like examples of some reflex action, like watering of mouth after seeing a smell of your favorite food or food item, or applying brake in a car. These are developed by experience or by learning during our time. So such reflexes are known as conditioned reflex or unconditioned reflex. Unconditioned reflex means whenever means unconditioned reflex what we are receiving means from our birth only, and conditioned reflex means what we are getting after, means getting some experience after, because watering of mouth means watering of mouth after the smelling of our favorite food, but first we have to know to what is our favorite food or what is the taste of that food or smell of that food. So these are the conditioned reflex. So today up to this, I hope all of you have understood.